All right, these are the new 2025 Toyota 4Runners. Yes, these are real images. This is the Trail Hunter. This is the TRD Pro. And this is the limited. Forbes magazine screwed up and leaked these photos before they were supposed to be released officially by Toyota. So here we are. We're going to kind of discuss the three trims today. This, again, is a Trail Hunter right here. And they got a TRD Pro right here. And then we have a limited. This is the Trail Hunter again. This Trail Hunter is cool because it's got a light bar, fog lights, rock rails, and some skids and other stuff. The main difference here with this 2025 Toyota 4Runner, of course, is going to be the 4-cylinder engine that it's going to get. So going as the V6, it's going to get a turbocharged 4-cylinder, 2.4 liter. This is the limited. We could tell with the scoop here, it's going to get full-time four-wheel drive. That's how Toyota's traditionally done it. The TRD Pro version, we can see up here, it says Hybrid Max. So that's going to get the 2.4 turbocharged engine with the hybrid motor assist, just like is seen on the modern day Tacoma. So Forbes leaked this by accident. We're going to kind of go over the trims here, essentially what do we know about what's going to be different other than the engine and things like that. This is the Forbes article. Someone screenshotted it, and it's basically talking, uh-oh, Sam, the senior contributor, Toyota wants to have a word with you, I'm sure. I can't pronounce that last name, but Sam, uh-oh, not good, Sam. All right, Toyota, if you're listening, it's not really Sam's fault. You paid for Sam to shill this article, so this is what happens when you pay people to write fake articles for you. Stuff like this happens. All right, anyway, I'm just playing. So this is the name of the game. You pay for an article. They just screwed up. Sam screwed up or somebody. So it's going to get 3 rows. This is the limited, again, that you're seeing here. And again, we're just going over the Forbes article. We'll have more details tonight, but it's basically Forbes is saying you're going to get 3 rows. Now, you may ask, well, why get this 4Runner? What about the Land Cruiser 250? That's based on the same platform. That you cannot get 3 rows in. You can't get 3 rows in the Lexus GX 550 Overtrail edition either. So you will have some 3-row options with this new 4Runner. Now, as noted, you get regular 4-wheel drive. You're not going to get full-time 4-wheel drive, except it says here for the platinum grade, which is weird because normally they would put the full-time 4-wheel drive on the limited trim. That's how they used to do it. But this Forbes article says they are only going to put full-time 4-wheel drive on the platinum trim, which is, I believe, their top-of-the-line trim. So again, the trims are a little weird. They might be cannibalizing themselves with Trail Hunter and TRD, Off-Road and TRD Pro, and who knows what else they're going to throw at it. But that's to be expected. That's just what the 4Runner does. That's what they do. This is kind of chopped up. They chop up the base vehicle, the Land Cruiser 300 GR Sport, and they start removing features, and that's how you end up with what you have here. And again, they're just removing this, removing that, picking this. They're cherry picking what they want to add, what they want to take away, and then they're putting it back on individual trims and then selling you that as a trim package. If you look at this TRD Pro 4Runner or these 4Runners, this new 2025, and you get confused, well, what do I get? What's going on? It's simple. If you want everything, and you're living in America, if you want everything, get the Lexus GX 550 Overtrail Plus when it comes out. That has everything that the Land Cruiser 300 GR Sport has, except for the front locker and about 60 horsepower. After that, they start removing stuff, and they remove stuff. They get the Land Cruiser 250, and then you end up with this 4Runner here. All right, so that's nice. What do we know about the 4Runner trims? We know you get everything else. If you want everything, you get the Lexus GX 550, but what about this 4Runner? It's easier to explain what you're not going to get on these things versus what you're going to get. So you're not going to get full-time four-wheel drive. You're not going to get EKDSS on any 4Runner trim. Instead, EKDS is front and rear sway bar disconnect, by the way, if you didn't know. You're going to get Toyota's kind of cheaper sway bar disconnect that only works on the front, which is called the SDM, and that's what the Forbes article said, that some models you'll be able to get the front sway bar disconnect, not front and rear like a GX550. Again, the Limited, you'll be able to get full-time four-wheel drive as an option, or the Premium or Platinum or whatever the heck they're calling it will have it. Again, these details are foggy. I'm just giving you the gist of it. So if you're getting all this stuff taken away, what do you get? Well, you get this. You get what you wanted, which is the looks. You like the way this thing looks. It looks like a Tacoma, like you see there. You like the way this thing looks. You've already forgotten about the conservative looks of the Land Cruiser 250, and so that's why this vehicle, this 4Runner, is just an American. It's an American market vehicle. The Toyota 4Runner is just for the American market. The world market gets the Land Cruiser 300, not the 250, the 300. So the reason why this isn't in the world market, because they don't care about the looks, but Americans do, and you're going to get some add-ons. You can see a roof rack here. You can see sliders here. You can see there's a light bar there, skid plates, all that stuff. You like the way it looks. That's the bottom line here, and that's what you're going to get. Yeah, so look at it. You like it. This has been Toyota's cash cow forever. They struck gold in North America, or American market in particular, with their TRD Pro packaging. You get a lift, you get bigger tires, you get a bunch of stickers, and it sells like hotcakes, and it looks aggressive. That's the biggest thing. Again, you've forgotten about what the Land Cruiser, the new Land Cruiser, even looks like. Land Cruiser 250. This appeals to Americans, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't have full-time four-wheel drive. It doesn't matter if it's missing the twin-turbo V6. All that power that the Land Cruiser 300 GR Sport or Lexus GX550 has a smaller four-cylinder engine. That doesn't matter. You don't get the EKDSS, that doesn't matter. You don't get the luxury inside that Land Cruiser is known for, that doesn't matter, because the thing, quote, looks aggressive, and Americans will buy it and be happy. Now, a word on power, you're going to get plenty of it, whether you get the turbo, the 2.4 turbo, or the 2.4 turbo hybrid max, which adds, again, a electric motor to it. Now, everybody, of course, is going to be afraid of the turbos, but I can assure you they're going to be A-OK. The engine has been in production since 2021. It's made by Toyota's traditional engine supplier, which is Yamaha. And Yamaha has been making all the engines that the naysayers said couldn't happen, including all the engines that everybody loves. So the old V6 Tacoma engine, V6 4Runner engine from past generations, the V8 in the Lexus GX550 and the Toyota Land Cruiser, those were all made by Yamaha, and they were all engines that critics said wouldn't be able to be done. They said that they were too high stressed and too much pressure, and nobody's ever done it before, and it can't happen. So same thing with the turbos here. These things are over-engineered. They have their own separate cooling system. So the 2.4 liter has a regular cooling system in here, and it also has a separate turbo cooling system, oil squirters. It's got its own electric cooling fan. The thing is over-engineered. Without getting too technical, you're A-OK. There's nothing to worry about. Now, will that cause people to calm down? Who knows? But here's the bottom line. That old antiquated V6 in the old 4Runner that everybody said was so reliable, but at the same time they said it was a dinosaur engine and antiquated, and when are they going to update the tech? When are they going to update the tech? Well, here you go. It's here. You get a 2.4 four-cylinder turbo, and it's here to stay. It is on every Toyota and Lexus vehicle that's being brought to the market. It's the replacement for this V6. It's the same dang engine designer, Yamaha, that made all the old Toyota engines since the 60s. You name the Toyota, it's been designed. Its engine has been designed by Yamaha. Transmissions by Aisin, which last forever. Batteries by Panasonic. Parts by Denso. And belts and rubbers by Mitsubishi. The list goes on and on and on and on of awesome suppliers. Speaking of full-time four-wheel drive, let's go back up to this limited. Your limited, if this is indeed the limited that we're looking at up here on the right, is going to come with full-time four-wheel drive. It's going to have a Torsen C-type differential. Toyota owns Torsen. That's why Torsens aren't on any other vehicle. If it is on another modern vehicle, a Torsen, it means it's licensed by Toyota. I'm rambling about the parts manufacturers of Toyota because people say on and on that these new Toyotas are not as good as the old Toyotas, and that's simply not true. They have not changed their parts suppliers at all, from the Yamaha engine to the Aisin transmission to the Torsen center differential to everything else that I just rambled on and on about. It's the same old Toyota. The only thing that remains is your own personal fears and prejudices about change and about the next generation of Toyota vehicles. Nothing has changed. It benefits Toyota nothing to have crappier suppliers. They gain nothing from that, and it's certainly not their methodology. If we look at this trail run, this I believe 99% sure is a snorkel. So it's coming in here, it goes into the intake, and so you can run through sand and water without getting water sucked into your engine. So you get some stuff here on these various trims, and this may be all what anybody needs. But again, I'm rambling about the engine again ad nauseum until we find out more details about these the actual stats and actual trim details tonight. Until we find that out, all I can do is rant on and on about how these things are still going to be reliable. They're not going to break down on you. Toyota tests these things. Toyota's been making turbos forever, since the 80s. That's over 40 years ago. They're in the world market. They're still on the road today. There are turbo Land Cruisers around the world. They're all on the road. They're all fine. There's nothing to worry about. Toyota did not pick a different engine supplier. It's the same old engine supplier, Yamaha. People don't like when I say Yamaha over and over again, but it's to drive the point home that this thing is going to last you forever. A lot of people say, well, they can't handle the increased pressures, and I'm going to try not to use my Scotty from Star Trek voice again when describing engines on these cars, the technology and people not being able to handle change, But as I say, when people start sounding like Scotty from Star Trek, Captain, the engines can't handle the turbines. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it again. Okay, I did it in the last vid if you want to see me making fun of naysayers, okay? The bottom line is engineers know that. They know it's a heavier vehicle. They know it's a turbocharged. They know it makes heat. They know it needs to be cooled. They know it. They know that they know it. They already know this stuff. They're engineers. They're not a bunch of drunks that they just found in an alleyway that they invited inside Toyota headquarters to design the next flippin' 4Runner. There's a team of multi-billion-dollar engineers, probably no less than 100, that have worked on this thing ad nauseum with themselves, the other part suppliers, and I'll say it again, Yamaha, who makes the world's best engines. Okay, and they've mastered this engine. This thing has been around since 2021. It's been on Lexus. It's on. I'm ranting. I'm going around in circles because all you need to worry about with this 4Runner is which one do you want, because you're going to buy it, you're going to like it, it's going to last you forever, it's going to be cheaper, it's going to be more powerful. I want to bring back the V6. As soon as you hit that accelerator pedal, you're going to forget all about that old slow V6.